This is my quick review of the, the Milwaukee 2890-20 M18 job site radio. A guy at work had one of these. He had a slightly different model that came out before this one. It was comparable to this one. It was a little bigger, but it was the exact same thing. It had this door on the top where you can store your phone for auxiliary, and it's got a little USB plug for charging your phone, which isn't that great. I'll get to in a second. But basically, I'm really impressed with this radio regarding the size and how much sound it puts out. Turn it on here.
And Claire,
I have it tuned to a local radio station.
Gloria,
like my grandma. Has got closer relatives than you.
Modern Family.
We'll try to get some music. I want to use my phone, but
way down we go.
As you can see, that full volume. At full volume, it really kicks. This is just in my home here, so it's going to sound amazing. At work, it needs to be all the way turned up, and then it's still good, but it's not quite as kicking with all the other sound going. But at work, I have to have it turned all the way up. It's great. It has equalizer. You can turn up the bass, and then you can go and you can adjust the treble up or down. You can preset the radio stations. As long as you have 2 AAA batteries in there, it'll save that and the time. You know, I primarily use it with my phone, and I use Spotify, and it's just amazing sound quality when it's plugged in. However, what I did do is I went to the local farm and fleet, and I bought a 2-pack of these M18 Red Lithium XCs. Because there are circumstances at work in which recently I will not be able to plug this into the wall. So I bought this 2-pack. It was about $120, which was the same price as the radio itself. And this charger, which was $70, which charges these M18s and the M12s, which I don't have. I just use it for the radio. The problem with that is that the performance with these batteries in the radio is deplorable, and I will show you that now. So if you go to the back of this guy, oh yeah, and then it's got the same antenna as the other one, which I kind of like. It's real easy, just goes away like that. It's got the little coils for the cord, and here's the compartment for the battery, which this one's in already. It's fully charged. If you press this button, it'll show you fully charged. So I will unplug this guy real quick. Alright, so now you turn it on, and as you can see, there's a light, and right now the volume is very low. Problem is when you get to about right here with the volume when it's on battery power. What the fuck? All the way up. And when you start to get a little over halfway is when it starts to fail. The red light in the back flickers, and you get this skipping, staticky bullshit. So this is absolutely fucking horrible. You know, these are M18s. I didn't get the battery wrong. It fits in the back. I even thought with the 2-pack, hey, maybe I got a bad battery. But you switch out the other battery, and as you can see, this one's full powered. Turn it back on. okay at very minimal volume, which is absolutely useless for when I'm at work, which is the only reason I bought all of this stuff. So obviously this is fucking unexcusable. I sent Milwaukee or I left them a voicemail to get back to me on this as to what's going on. If it's the battery, if it's the radio, I have no idea. But basically, at this point, if they're not going to do anything for me, hopefully I can find my receipt for the batteries and the charger for them, because that was like $200 just to play this thing portable, and it's giving me this shitty output as you just heard. Other than that, I'm willing to keep the radio unless the issue is the radio and that's why it's doing that. I don't know. But other than that, I'm really happy with the sound output when it is plugged into a wall outlet. The only other issue I have, and I don't know that I can show you this while I'm recording because I'm actually using my phone to record this, but that charging, the USB charge dock right there, great idea, but when you are listening to music, regardless of if it's plugged into the wall or not, like if you're playing sound through your phone with the auxiliary and you're charging it, you get buzzing through the speakers. Not even close to as bad as trying to play the radio with higher volume with the battery power that you just heard. It's just really, it's minimal, but it's there and you can hear it, and that's annoying. However, that was more acceptable to me because I know that when I charge things on my laptop while I'm using it, I can hear the same thing. It's like something with the electrics of it or something. So that's the only other issue I have with this guy. Yeah. So I really want this situation to be rectified. I guess if through one source or another, if I can't take it back to Farm and Fleet or Milwaukee due to the fact that I perhaps will not be able to find my receipt, I may sell the batteries and the pack on eBay or something and just keep the radio. But I don't know if anyone else has had this problem, but this is just horrible. I mean, you spend that kind of money to get the portability for the thing, and that's what you get for performance. It's pretty horrible. I'm trying to think if there's any other thing I want to say about this. I mean, the construction of it is great. It's sturdy. It's nice and heavy even without the battery in the back. The one thing this particular model does not do, which is one step up from the most expensive one they sell, is it does not charge your batteries while you're using it or whatever. I think the Bosch one does that. I think all the Bosches do that, and then the Milwaukee radio, that's like, it's like a vertical looking thing, which is, and by the way, this actual model is not Bluetooth capable either, but the one that's a step up from this that I'm talking about, it outputs a lot more sound and it's Bluetooth compatible, and it's taller. It's quite a bit taller. It's probably like up to here or something, a little higher. But I don't really give a shit about it charging batteries because I don't, like I said, I have them specifically to power this radio. So I'm just curious if anybody else had this problem, because I do, and through searches on the internet and such, nobody is saying anything bad about this guy whatsoever. Just 5 stars across the board. I personally would have to give it 3 stars, perhaps 2.5, because of this issue with the batteries, and it's probably more so because I spent $200 to get it to play portably and it works like shit. If you take that out of the equation, I would probably give it 5 stars. So yeah, that's my review of this Milwaukee 2890-20 M18 job site radio. Not too happy right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Clobber Dude out.